We are not going to discuss about gym dumbbell. Rather, we are going to discuss about Excel dumbbell. To do that, let me introduce the data set. This is the data set we have functions, different functions, 6 different functions we have. And we wanted to find out how much headcounts we have back in 2023 and now 2024, how much headcounts we have, right? And the difference you can see here. So the difference is 20 minus 10, the previous value. And this is the difference value, Y and X we need to have. And with the help of this data set, we can create a dynamic chart, dumbbell chart, and this is going to be very, very interesting. And this is part of the data visualization series number 12. Let's start with the simple data set. All I'm going to do is that I'm going to replicate the same step. Just and also I have given the same step here. Like there are 9 steps you need to follow in order to create this, right? Let me just make the font smaller. Yeah, there you go. So all you need to do is that you need to create, you need to remember only these 9 steps. And this 9 step I will keep in the description also as well. So let's start. All I'm going to do is that copy the data set and then paste it here. Okay. And so let's say we can give some row height, like maybe 15 we can give. And here we can give maybe 25. Okay. So let's start with this data set. So all you need to do is that you don't need to select the data and do it. So all you need to do is you need to take the dummy scatter chart, meaning without selecting any data one, you can select the empty scatter chart, first one. So once it has been selected, you can go to select data. In the select data, add, and we're going to add the 2023, enter, and the values are. So this is we're going to plotting in the x-axis, so it's going to be x value, and y we're going to keep it like all the way, like 1 represent HR, 2 represent quality, and so on. And this is 1. So now we have done for 2023. Similarly, we'll do for 2024. 2024, I'm just adding it, and let me select the data value, data set, and then we have not added the y value. The y value is before both axes, x and y value. Y value is same, so we can give here. So this is done. You see that this is we don't need now. We can just change it, and we can change this one. We can remove the grid lines also. Now this has been done. Now you can see here there is a dot. These 2 dots we need to collect. So before is a blue dot. Maybe I can just change it here just to represent this one. This is blue dot, so it is in the blue, and this is orange. Maybe I can change this color to green. Example, right? Light green I can give. And here also I will change this orange color to green color. Okay, now this is done, right? Maybe I can just also fill this up. Okay, so this is done, right? So now all we have to do is that we have to bridge the between these 2 dots. To do that, one of the easiest way is that we can create through error bar, right? Have a click on the error bar. So you can see here, so there are 2 ways to do it. First, we are selecting the Y. I mean, we are comparing 2024 against 2023, right? So that means we need to select the cursor on green dot alone. Let me do it. Only green dot is enough. And then go to chart element and then add error bar. So you can see that X error and Y error has been added. So we don't need a Y error. Just remove off. And now it is only the error bar is being added. So a couple of things we need to do. All you need to do is that right click and format and minus, because why we are going minus, because the value have to be stretched from 2024 to 2023, no cap, right? And then here there is a custom value. Here we can give difference value, right? Negative error value, the difference value we can give. So this is the difference. You can give okay, give okay. Now this has been done. Now you see the value, I mean, the chart has been there. Both the dots have been connected. So now what I'm doing it, right click, and then let's do little formatting and come back to marker. In the marker, we can keep the marker, built-in marker, and maybe we can give a diamond one, and then we can keep it as 10 example. Similarly, the same way, I'm going to do this also, right? Go to the marker and marker build in, and I'm going to select this one and keep it as 10. Okay. Now this line, I'll make it very, very thick, so it will look better, right? So what you can do, so this width, you can make it 1.5, it will look better. and then end arrow, because we are comparing 2023 to 2024. So you can perhaps point to this one, or yeah, you can point to this one, right? So this has been done. Now the next thing what we need to do is that almost we're there, and we can just select the values, add the data labels. Here also add the data labels, right? It is apparently, of course, it is giving the Y value only that we need to replace it. How to do? Right click on this and select from the value. So 2024 value, I'm going to select, and I'm going to remove that Y value, keep it on above. It will look good. And maybe later we can do further formatting, make it bold and all that we can do later. Okay, this has been done. Similarly, select this, right click, format data cells, and remove this Y. Sorry. First, you just, I mean, undo it. I'm doing it. Right click, format data labels, and select from the data set. And I'm going to remove this one. Maybe we can keep it below, right? Or we can keep it above, example, right? This is good. Now you see that this is the value. Now it is representing like the value has been also there, 60 to 80. You can see here 50 to 65, and the headcount is increased. But here in R&D, the initial headcount were 40. Now it became 30. So green is the after. It has become reversed to 1. We can see here. Okay. So now you can see a couple of things we need to do. Add this 0 because the value start with the 1 all the way to 6. 6 department we have. Major should be 1. This I'm going to keep it to 1, right? So now this value we need to add as x-axis. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the data label, add x-axis now. In the x-axis, I'm going to select this value. X-axis always, because we are talking about horizontal, so x value is going to be 0. Just select here, and y-axis once again is going to be the same value, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what will happen? You can see that congruent value will be there. So 1, this is 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if you give a data labels, for example, let's say just right click on this, give a data label. So it will give same like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So now what we can do is how we did it here, like the value 1, 2, 3, 4, we replace with 2024 value, 2023 value. The same thing we're going to do it. Take from this value, and the value is going to be now discrete, meaning it is going to, I'm going to select the function value. Select this. We don't need the Y value now. Okay. And now this is almost done, right? So now this also we don't need. Just delete. And this marker, the marker also we don't need. So what we can do, we can give a marker as none. There are two options you have. Either you can collect this one, for example, add the trend line. Sorry, add the trend line. That one we can do. For example, let's say to add the trend line, we need to go to this, and of course, go to select the data and x-axis. To do that, I'm going to remove these zeros. So it's going to be x-axis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means linearly it will show progress, right? So this is one. This is one way we can do, right? So if you want, we can just keep it like this. Now altogether, I'm just doing some changes here. So what I will do, I will just fill this entire graph, and I'm going to give that as a white color and make it slightly bigger. Okay, this is very big, so I will keep it like 10. Fine. And now you can just do it here. Now almost the dumbbell chart is ready. Now a couple of things we need to do. So what I will do, I will just keep it here. The chart name, I will pick it from the previous one. And the same chart name, I'm going to give it here. Chart title is going to be from this. Sorry, so the chart title is going to be from this reference, right? B1. You can see here this has been done. So there is overlap is happening. What I will do slightly, I will make it big, and only this value, I will just change it here. Okay, so I will keep it here. Now I'll make it bold. Enter graph as bold, Control B. Now this has been done, right? This is one way. Every time, for example, HR, let's assume that let's dynamically change the value. Automatically, the graph will get updated. For example, HR, let's say 5 to 20 example, right? You can see that 5 to 20, the bigger width is there. Let's say 5 to 25, now even more bigger width. and quality, let's say 20 to, let's say 50, right? Bigger width. And let's say 30 to 60 example. Again, the values are bigger width. And then let's say 40 to, let's say R&D. Last time it was reduced. Now we'll increase it. Maybe 80, we can double the head counts we have. So we can see automatically getting updated. And procurement, let's say 80 example. So procurement is also up and production became, let's say 100 example, right? So automatically this graph is getting updated. Now this is not visible. What I will do, I will just right click on the line and go to this format one. And here I will come to this. I'll make it white. And now it looks great, right? Slightly, I will make the marker size also slightly higher, just to indicate that there is slight, maybe I can make it instead of 10, I can make it 12. Here also, instead of 10, I will make it 12. This is done, right? This is one way. If you wanted to keep it like this stylish way, if you wanted to keep it, you can keep it. Or if you don't need this one, what you can do, so we can just remove that also as well, right? So this is how we can easily create. I'm going to reduce this value. Okay, so now you can see it looks a great dumbbell chart, not a gym dumbbell chart, but Excel dumbbell chart. I hope you find it useful. Let's say you don't need this one, you want that to be there. Very simple. All you need to do is that I'm going to replicate the same thing, Control C and Control V. Sorry, I'm just selecting this chart. And let's say you don't need that. What you can do is that you can simply click here and go to format data cells and go to marker and give none. Marker and option, give none. Okay. And now that dot has been removed, and all you can do is that you can just change this also as well, right? Just simply delete that also as well, right? So this way also it will work, right? So this is how we can easily identify the functions, how much headcount they had before and how much they have. So one of the two formats, we can definitely use it. So I hope you find it useful, and I will keep these steps also as well so that you can definitely follow. Thank you so much. Please do like, share, supplement, and you have wonderful day ahead.